Oh, hello everybody. How's it going? Happy Friday. How are you doing tonight? It is Friday, January 21st, and it is time for another watch along blind rifferino with yours truly, Lee. This is a show that I've been doing. It's kind of a hobby, I would call it. It's not a show per se because it doesn't have a name yet, but maybe we could come up with one. So I just like to riff films. That's sort of improv comedy that was invented. I don't know who invented it, but it was popularized by Mystery Science Theater and then Riff Tracks and so on. And as I've said before, usually those shows they use scripts. I don't use a script, partially because I don't like doing homework, and partially because I really enjoy the seat of the pants craziness that is trying to blind riff a movie and make it funny the first time I've ever seen it. And I'm getting all these movies so far off of publicdomainmovie.net, so that's the hand that feeds us. It's also the hand that only hands us weird movies like tonight's, which is The Wasp Woman. Let's see what we got here. The Wasp Woman, 1959. Susan Cabot stars as Janice Starlin, the owner of a large cosmetics company. Worried about her failing looks, Janice allows herself to be injected with an experimental serum that may turn back her biological clock. The serum works, spoiler, but has some nasty side effects, also a spoiler. That sounds great. It looks like it's black and white and very difficult to make out anything that's going on. So here we go. Make it out we shall. I can't seem to, well, whatever. Technical details aside, everything's weird. You know, sometimes you have an audio setup that just escapes any sort of rationality that you try to put toward it. Alright, so without any further ado, woo, it gets right into it. This is easily the weirdest film about wasps I've ever seen. First riff of the night. First riff, bad riff. Every time. Whoa, they're getting fancy now. This time they're laying it out from left to right, or from right to left. Jesus. This composer is really took the scripts to heart here. Really took the brief to their soul. It's like Philip Glass is having a really bad night on the toilet. Oh, Fred Katz. Okay. It sounded like it was made by Katz. Produced and directed by Roger Corman. I've heard that name before. Jesus, did we just put the record on the turntable? That's a big wasp if it needs that kind of cat box for it. You're gonna need something more than just that that wasp keeping outfit. Oh my god. Television repair man. He is a television repair man. Oh. A tree. He's gonna need windshield wipers. Oh, okay. I went to Walden Pond to find a wasp. Little did I know, the wasp would find me. So this guy's trying to break into tree climbing, but he wants to be very serious about safety. Smoke 'em.
Now, don't get nasty, my little friend. Your puppy is not going to hurt you one bit. Just relax and sleep. Sleep, sleep, sleep. And in the morning, you'll find yourselves in your new home. Ain't my pets?
This is the FBI's old experiments in getting bees incredibly high. Again with this music. I mean, this composer might be very good if you were sitting in a room dedicated to listening to only the intricacies of these compositions, but they accompany a film about as well as a series of pots and pans falling. He does this every Saturday. He spends the whole afternoon rearranging his bee collection. Sounds like a damn one-man band. The clarinet players are like, is this phrase going anywhere? Okay, so are there two of them? Or is this two different timelines?
Good morning, Doc. What you got there?
Alan,
Bees?
I found some new friends.
Bees!
What? You better be careful. They can sting a man to death.
Don't worry, we understand each other. They know who their friend is.
Do they?
They can tell.
Yeah, but they know when you ain't, too.
Huh?
If you knew about wasps what I know, you'd have no fear of them, my boy. No fear.
Oh, oh, oh. I can't tell if that's a fancy car or not. This is where they make the IKEA end tables.
Hey, you! Give us a hand here. Hello there, Mr. Barker. Yeah, surprised to see you out here in the field, sir. Now, how are things running at the front office?
Smooth as honey, Renfro. I see here you turned in over 1,000 pounds of orange blossom honey and 400 beeswax last month, Renfro. Congratulations. You've made the top of the list again.
He's the executive beekeeper.
Hello, honey needs your kind of man, Renfro. You stay with it, and I can see a bright future for you with the company.
Well, I do try
A
to do
big
my
future in
best,
honey.
I try to take my inspiration from the bees. Always busy,
Sure.
busy, busy.
Yes. What about this fellow, Dr. Zinthrop?
Yeah, what about him?
Winthrop? Boy, there's a nut. Him and his bees. You know, it wouldn't surprise me someday to see him flapping his arms, taking off after some queen bee with the rest of the drones.
Wait a minute. So these
These
guys are so deep
I've got a
into
progress
bee
report from him
nerditry
in a
that they're
month.
making fun of an even nerdier bee nerd.
He has a little workshop up there back of the orange grove. Keeps a few colonies.
Keeps to himself
Suppose
mostly.
I better go up there and take a look.
Hey, you! Where's this fellow Zinthrop?
Guys, up where the extractor is, up there.
What's the big idea?
This is isn't a honeybee. These are wasps.
What? Who's responsible for this?
Most likely Dr. Zinthrop, sir. I told you he was a crackpot.
Zinthrop, huh?
Most likely Dr. Zinthrop, sir. I told you he was a crackpot.
Hey, are you trying to get me with that? What are you trying to say? Hey, are you trying to get me with that? What are you trying? Yes. An empty bee canvas.
Zinthrop! Zinthrop!
Can't tell if he's inside or not.
Now look here, Zinthrop. What's all this nonsense about wasps?
I'm so glad you dropped in, Mr. Barker. Mr. Barker, I'm on the verge of a great discovery.
Discovery? What do you mean?
Well, sir, I almost perfected a new method of extracting royal jelly from the queen wasp.
According to my figures, you're better at extracting funds from the company.
Oh!
Now look here, Zinthrop. Over $1,000 last month for miscellaneous.
Yes, I know. But, Mr. Barker, let me just show you something. Just let me show you something. Already I've learned to slow the process of aging.
What?
Soon, I shall be able to reverse it entirely.
Okay,
What are you
but
getting
we
at,
want to
Zinthrop?
make honey, not anti-aging.
What do you see?
A
See
tall
a big
dog
dog
and a
and a little
short
dog.
dog? Are they the
Let's
same
say
dog?
an old dog and a young dog.
Okay.
All right. So what?
But they're exactly the same age. You see, the little one, Greta, has been given regular injections of my compound from the queen wasp.
Just like I told you, Mr. Barker.
Now look here, Zinthrop. I understand
So the
about
young one's a
science
queen
and
dog.
progress and all that, but you were obtained to extract queen bee royal jelly. Now it's a health food, a cosmetic. It's not a miracle drug or an elixir of youth. That sort of thing is impossible.
Oh, but Mr. Parker,
Zinthrop, I'm sorry, Zinthrop, but
You're
I'm going to have
fired.
to let you go.
On the field.
You just don't seem to be one of the team.
You're not a team player,
You
Zinthrop.
understand?
Trying to solve
Good
the
luck.
wrong problem,
I'm sure you'll
Zinthrop.
fit in somewhere.
You wanted royal jelly, and you gave us
somewhere.
everlasting youth, Zinthrop. It's just not working for us. The young puppies I could have
Don't worry, my friend.
manufactured.
We shall find a home somehow, somewhere. Oh, but you sound big. I know. It's your babies, huh? They're hungry and they must be fed. Now, how would you like a nice, juicy little caterpillar, huh? You'd like that, wouldn't you? There.
Ooh,
Now,
who's
you
in
must
there?
eat them and be strong because, well, a lot of work to do together. Yes, sir. A lot of work.
Meanwhile, Janice Starlet.
As you can see, gentlemen,
The buildings are getting
sales for the
shorter.
last fiscal quarter have dropped 14.5%. There has not been a corresponding drop in our competitive sales. I trust one of you gentlemen has a satisfactory explanation for this decline.
Will the representative from Alderaan please stop
But
yelling
one
at us?
little suggestion, gentlemen. We'll start with you, Thompson.
What?
As public relations manager, no doubt you have
He's in
some
trouble.
faint glimmering of what's happening to Stalin products. Well, Thompson,
Well, you see,
I had no idea you were such an excellent public speaker, Thompson.
Oh, I'm sorry, Miss
Wow.
Starlin. I guess I'm not feeling very well this morning.
I'm sorry you aren't.
I think I can tell you why Starlin products are falling off so badly, Miss Starlin.
We're listening, Lane. Where would you put the responsibility for this decline?
On you, Miss Starlin.
Ooh!
I imagine you
Oh.
enough arguments to support that contention.
We've all been looking at it for the past 20 minutes. The most convincing argument is right on that graph. May I show you?
Part.
Thank you.
You see, the colors are inverted, Miss
Now,
Starling.
right here in April is when Starlin sales started falling off.
Very clever of you, Lane.
Would you mind waiting until I finish, Miss Starlin?
That's enough, Lane.
Was that when her
Relax,
menopause kicked in?
My apologies for the interruption. Go on.
Thank you. Now, as I said, sales began to fall in April. But the reason for the fall was back here in February.
Eve ate an
Starlin
apple.
products have always been thought of as something of a modern miracle in the cosmetics trade. A firm built to a multi-million-dollar-a-year business on the strength and appeal of one person, Janice Starlin. From the beginning right through until February of this year, only one woman's face was used to advertise those products.
She self-impugned.
Your face, Miss Starlin. The public have come to accept you as a symbol. Well, now, after 16 years, they see a different face. They don't trust it. They feel cheated. The simple fact is that Starlin Cosmetics should have Janice Starlin's picture advertising them. Well, that's about all I've got to say.
A darn good job of saying it, too. I agree. Lane makes a lot of sense on that score, Miss Starlin.
I think I've had
Still
enough.
don't understand how you blamed
flattery
me.
For one morning, gentlemen. It was a very convincing argument, Lane.
There's a Mr. Simcoe to see Miss
There's
Starlin.
only one small factor you've overlooked. Not even Janice Starlin can remain a glamour girl forever. Miss
Ah.
Starlin. Yes, Mary.
If only someone
There's
in
a
her
Mr.
own
Vincent at the
industry, in
reception.
her
He'll be
own
up in the morning.
company,
Thank you.
could invent some way of making young dogs.
Huh? It's been a very informative get-together.
Permapuppies,
all
we'll
for
call
now.
them. Oh, please, take your documents with you. I didn't print those out for nothing. Oh, come on.
Oh, Arthur,
Yes, Miss Starlin.
I'd like to see you in my office, please.
Sure, Miss Starlin. Take it easy, Hotshot.
Keep filing.
Something on your mind, Miss Starlin?
You've done some work on royal jelly, haven't you?
A little.
Are there any real therapeutic values in it?
Well, I'd say so. Of course, a lot depends on each individual's reaction to the stuff.
Hopefully
What
you won't
do you
have
think?
one.
It's just that no two people reacted precisely the same way. One man's
Some
meat
get
to
older,
another man's
some
poison.
get younger, some turn into puppies, and
But you
Well-
think royal jelly can be beneficial in some cases?
could maybe
Queen bees
potentially
have a lot of
not be
stuff.
unbeneficial. Yes, just as our packaging
I'll
says.
accept that as an affirmative answer.
That's a
Supposing
Roger.
a more powerful form of royal jelly could be obtained from the
Divine
queen wasp,
jelly,
for example.
some sort of mega royal jelly.
Well, do you suppose that might have some rejuvenating effect on a human being?
I'd stay away from wasps if I were you, Miss Starlin. Socially, the queen wasp is on level with the black widow spider. They're both carnivorous. They
Social.
paralyze their victims and then take their time devouring them alive.
Just like you,
And they kill
Mrs.
their
Starling.
mates in the same way, too. Strictly a one-sided romance.
Oy.
Well, I'm not exactly interested in the love life of the queen wasp. I
That would
want
have
your
been a good
opinion
name for this film.
on the possibilities of using enzyme extracts from royal wasp jelly commercially.
Well, if you want an honest opinion, Miss Starlin,
Of course,
Ask
I want
someone
an honest
else.
opinion.
then my advice is forget about it.
Thank you.
But what
Arthur.
about ley lines?
Anytime, Miss Starlin.
He sheaths his pipe. Slam.
Have Mr. Zinthrop come in.
Yes, Miss Starlin.
Excuse me, did
You
you
can
say
go in now, sir.
Oh.
hazardous syrup?
Janice Starlin Enterprises.
That guy's either a priest or some sort of magician.
Yes. How do you do?
And I'm thinking
I'm
magician.
afraid I won't be able to give you much time, Mr. Zinthrop.
But it is I who give you the time, Miss Starlin. Oh, yes. Plenty of time I give you. 10, maybe 15 years I give you.
Right.
I want want you to understand one thing very clearly, Mr. Zinthrop. I expect absolute proof of what you claimed in your letter. Tangible proof, not words.
Such proof you shall get, madame, and more. But
Yes.
I better show you in the laboratory, yes?
Why?
That better be a very young cat, sir.
Look,
Ah,
They look terrible. Why don't you put them out of their misery?
madame, you ask for proof. Please be kind enough to look at proof you ask for. May I proceed? Thank you.
from the genus Pegus. That look! Incredible. Ow! Oi. Oh.
Come.
Meow. Bing bong.
In a few minutes, madame, you shall see a miracle you shall not believe.
This
Oh,
taxidermied guinea pig is gonna
You
come
may
back
look
to
if you
life,
like.
and
I
he's
have
not
no
gonna
picture.
like it.
Well, don't look at me. I'm not changing.
Look at something else. Look at anything else. Look at the other thing in the room. They're playing clarinet, yes, but it turned into a rat.
I don't believe it. It's not possible.
I see you do not believe one animal.
Rodentum
so
transformum.
I believe two. I show you again? Yes?
Yes, I must be sure.
Yes, madame.
Inject it again, maybe it'll turn into a field mouse.
Well, Miss Darling, does my secret have interest for you, yes?
What are your terms, Mr. Zinthrop?
First, I must have a laboratory equipped with everything I need for my research. If we're successful, well, I ask for a little percentage. But I must get full credit for my discovery. That is most important to me.
Wait,
I
he's
have
gonna
all the
ask
drawings
her
to
for a
contract.
percentage,
Oh,
even though
contracts,
he did the work
Need to
for
give me
their
your
company
word.
and they already. Does
Good
he
enough
know
for me.
that?
You amaze me. Frankly, when I received your letter, I thought you were just another eccentric. But there's always a chance you might not be. Then you walk in here and show me nothing short of a miracle. 2 miracles. And you
Don't
say
call
that
him
you'll
not an
accept my word
eccentric.
that I won't cheat you.
You won't. I know you're a good woman, even if you do not like other people to know it. However, my formula may not be good for human beings. I have not tested yet.
That's an important step,
You
sir.
will on me.
Oh,
We
no,
can't
no,
sell
no,
it
no.
at the
There might
grocery
be
store
danger.
unless,
Those are my terms, Mr. Zinthrop.
they approve
Janice
it as
Darling will be your next
a
guinea.
breakfast cereal item.
Very well. Though it may take a little time to prepare sufficient extract, a week, maybe more.
I'll make whatever arrangements you may need for your
Oh,
equipment.
a week.
Thank you, madame. Now I see how you built all this.
If we could only lower the
I'm
ceiling
very
and
close
raise
to
that
losing it,
lamp.
Mr. Zinthrop. Maybe working together we can save Janice Darling Enterprises. Maybe
And
we can make it
defeat
bigger than
death,
ever
but
before.
mostly just save Janice Stalin
Oh, yes.
Enterprises.
I'm sure the next 3 months we'll see a rise in Starlin sales that will surpass anything we've dared imagine.
I'm in here too.
Mr. Zinthrop is working on the final stages of a development that will revolutionize the cosmetic industry. He's to have a free hand in his experiments and will be answerable to no one but myself. At the moment, I cannot
He'll have
divulge the
complete
nature
free
of
from
Mr.
ethics.
Zinthrop's
You hear me?
experiments, but I can assure you it will bring worldwide recognition to Janice Darling Enterprises.
Dial these bees, Johnson. Who's playing the... What am I doing here? That's right. Same two guinea pigs.
I don't know. This
Is that a
must
guinea
be the
pig?
granddaddy of all confidence men to taking a gal like Starlin. Why doesn't somebody wise her up?
Would you stop typing everything I
Like
say?
you, for instance? Bill, what makes you think Winthrop really isn't on the level? After all, we don't even know what he's working on. It could be very legitimate.
You're as bad as she is. Oh, women.
They're all as bad as each other is.
Men. Every time you're stuck for an answer, you always come up with women. You're not getting out of this one so easily. I'd like to know why you think Winthrop really hasn't got something.
Well, you can call it male intuition if you like. It's just that there's something about this whole business that doesn't smell right. The private laboratory, the secret experiments, Winthrop himself. The only thing that's missing is a genie with a lamp.
You better leave the intuition to me. Come on. I'll let you buy me dinner.
Buy you dinner. What's happened to your sporting blood? I thought we were going to toss for the check.
Oh, no. You won the last 3 times.
All right, look, I'll make a deal with you. Dinner is on me if you promise to keep an eye on what goes on in there.
During
What do you want
dinner?
me to do? Read her mail and send you messages and keep her code?
You could do worse.
Oh, no, Mr. Cooper, not you, too.
I've been trying to tell Bright Eyes here that I think Winthrop is a phony and a confidence man.
If I were sure of that, I wouldn't be worried. I think he's a lot more dangerous. A quack.
Well, I
Pretty
don't
skeptical
follow you.
pipe club around
Oh.
here.
A confident man would just be interested in your money. The only damage they can do is to your pocketbook. A quack can be fatal.
If you're a sick duck.
So I said to him, I said, listen, Irving, I'm getting sick of this TV every night. I mean, you know, we can do the same thing in a nightclub. Well, almost. Good morning. Jenny Starlin. is
Vampy
the
secretary's office.
I got 2 words for you. Drop dead. Twice.
Hey.
Irving calls me to tell me Dr. Cyclops is on Channel 9 tonight. Christ, I've seen it twice already.
Good morning. Is Miss Darling in her office now?
Miss Starlin's in conference. Would you like to speak to her secretary?
Oh, no,
He
no,
really
no.
doesn't
Just
fit in
say
the
to Miss
cool
Darling,
floor,
I should
does
like to see her when she has time, huh?
Yes. Was there something else, Mr. Winthrop?
Oh, no. Goodbye.
And turn down that damned racket.
Goodbye.
Ugh. Ew. That's only gonna get worse.
What a character. A regular two-eyed Dr. Cyclops. Even the bow.
Good morning. May I see Miss Zodling, please?
He's a real weirdie.
She's got her own
Wonder what
espresso
his
machine.
game is.
Who cares?
You know, Morton thinks he's a crackpot. I heard him telling Cooper so. Old Buckeyes really has the execs worried.
But what?
That's just it. They don't know.
Oh. So anyway, back to Irving.
That office is 99% gossip. The bees are tuning little violins.
Good morning, Miss Darling. Good morning.
Good morning. I couldn't get away any sooner. Is it important?
Miss Darling, do you remember the big cat I showed you last week? No?
What about it?
Well,
It's little now.
I want you to look at him. Come.
It's a rabbit.
No.
Quite a difference, yes?
It's incredible.
Listen, Doc, you can't just keep infantifying animals.
You're young again. Can you
That's-
realize what that means? You're a kitten again.
Meow.
Your whole life to live over. How does it feel?
Perhaps you'll be able to
We don't
find
know how
out
it
for
feels.
yourself,
We'll have to
Mr.
find that
Abbott.
out later. Once it goes into production.
Today will be
Miller
your first
time.
injection.
Dun, dun. Boom, boom, boom. Prepare for gladiatorial combat. Now, turn on the phone light. Again, could the composer do less? Thank you.
Mr. Gleason of accounting on line 3.
Cale Gibbert said she turns into a baby and nobody
I've
believes
sent
him.
you a memo. Mr. Zinthrop has carte blanche to order anything he requires.
Okay.
No concern of yours, Gleason.
Make out a check for the full amount.
Any lunch at all. He can have a 12-inch sub.
Sue,
Filing cabinet's
Mary.
office.
can I talk to Mr. Lanham?
I don't know, can you?
Bill? Hey, listen. Gleason just got a bill for $2,300. Zinthrop. Enzyme extracts.
Can you believe it? My crow's feet. Dear God, the bees have taken over the syringe.
Yes, we are making progress. There's great improvement in the tissue.
Why is it taking so long? It's the third week.
You forget, my dear, there's more to you than a little kitten, no? Besides, there's a difference in metabolism.
Why not increase the
Metabolism?
dosage? Wouldn't that step up the process?
Nobody
Patience,
knows,
my
actually.
dear,
It's
patience.
completely a seat of
You
past.
must tread lightly, with care, your arm, please.
Yeah, with care. We want to be safe about this whole thing. 5 cc's of jazz clarinet.
There. You know, I've been experimenting with a concentrated solution of the enzymes. Oh, a great deal more powerful than the solution I've been using in your injection.
Oh?
Yes. And I think it will be better for lotions. As an emollient lotion, it'll make estrogenic creams and all such products old-fashioned.
Sure. All right.
My dear,
He's thinking about
Stone
SKUs
will
already.
be world famous, bringing you to millions.
You're right, Zinthrop. There are going to be a few red faces in my advertising department.
But I am right. Why, your own mirror will tell you that I am right. Why, you look at least 5 years younger than you looked 3 weeks ago.
That's
I
good
know.
savings. I feel 4 years younger than I looked 5 years ago. Pick a key. She's gonna rewrite that paper.
Will you let me talk to Bill?
Crazy to think how back then they had phones and they had typewriters, but no one had thought to connect them.
Bill, I think I've got it. Yeah, I'm a nervous wreck.
Hey.
Lunch.
You'll have to translate for me, Coop. I'm not very good at that technical stuff.
Pseudo-technical.
Couldn't even get
Mr.
that
Very
right.
capable confidence man, from what I read in this letter.
Now turn up the
He
Coleman.
claims he can stimulate the processes of rejuvenation through the use of enzymes extracted from wasps.
Up the
Oh,
butt, you
for-
say.
Well, What are you two Sherlocks going to do about it?
Right now, I don't know.
Frankly, I'm getting tired of the whole business. That woman's so
coffee
intent on
mostly.
holding back time, she's ready to fall for the first phony line she hears. Wasps.
Phil.
Face
How
the
dare-
facts, Mary.
don't use the
Janis
W
Darling
word
built
here.
her whole life on youth and beauty. Now that she's losing them, she's scared to death. Right now, she's on
Are
cloud
they at a
nine with that quack
camping-themed
Zenthrop
restaurant?
that I'd hate to be around when she comes back down to earth.
Well, maybe we can let her down easy.
To
I
Earth?
think we owe her that much.
Yeah.
Use a sort of space parachute.
What are we going to do? We can't just let Zenthrop build up her hopes and then knock the props out from under her.
How can he do such a terrible thing? Poor Jan. It must be
No good answer for that question.
Oh!
Good.
23?
20.
Maybe 22?
20. Sure.
That's how old I was when I started
But your
Gemstone
hair is
Enterprises.
55.
Do you realize what that means? I'm back where I started, 18 years ago, with what it took 18 years to accomplish. It's like a dream.
I'm gonna change the company name to Forever 21. Created fake magic. Whoa! Oh! Overly snuggly!
Years ago, a bunch of quacks were treating people with monkey gland.
Well, now he's got cat jelly,
Seemed to
too.
work for a while. And then the deterioration set in.
That's awful. Do you think that will happen to Jan?
I don't know.
She's not a
If I
cat.
could just get inside of his lab and run a breakdown on what he's using.
Nice little cutaway explanation of what we're watching. In a world of doors. Tall hallways, or as we like to call them, tallways. Yep, just classic two people not interacting scene. Oh, and there's an axe. This office really went with the off-brand music, didn't they? Bees. The cat learned how to write. Is that the cat's passport?
Mr. Zinthrop!
Dr. Zinthrop! Ginny, 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 Ginny.
Mr. Zinthrop? Mr. Zinthrop?
I feel my nubility waning. Door, check. Pipe, check. No! Don't! Not the curb! You fool! Oh.
find him, Mr. Hellman. I don't care what it costs.
We'll find him, all right.
Mr. Hellman is in the
Sooner or later, we find them all.
Time is vital, Mr. Hellman. Every hour he's gone, it means more than you can possibly imagine.
Well, you haven't given me very much to go on. No home address, no former employer, no phone. This is just like starting from scratch.
Mr. Zinthrop wasn't a conventional employee. He didn't go through regular personnel.
Uh-huh. You say he came here about a month ago. Well, how did he come here, Miss Starlin? He just didn't walk in off the street, did he?
Well,
the letter. Right here
he
in my
came in
drawer.
through the mail.
Maybe one of the other drawers.
Thanks.
That's what she meant.
That's what she said.
Miss Starlin. The letter's been taken, and you think you know who took it, is that right?
My secretary, Miss Dennison.
You got her address handy?
Her phone number.
It might be better if I busted in on her cold. This way she'll have a chance to prepare a story.
I know what I'm doing.
All right.
Mary? Janice.
He just always like busting in
Before
on
I
people
went to
cold.
lunch, I made a duplicate copy of Mr. Zinthrup's letter. I was going to take that one to Bill and Mr. Cooper at first, but then I thought that the original would be better.
Have you got the copy?
Yes, it's in my desk.
Get that copy, Miss Dennison. Uh-huh. 946 West 73rd Street, Manhattan. Yeah, that's right. Get right on it, Jerry, and check back with me as soon as you can.
He's not in this phone. Just took a full U-turn. Petition's not going well. Dogfighting that car. I'm selling on magazine subscriptions to get myself off this. It takes him half an hour just to find anyone. You're gonna drive into that office building.
Yeah. Oh. You're sure he's our boy? Uh-huh.
Is he?
Central emergency. Mm-hmm. Right. Well, it looks like we've got him. There's a John Doe down at Central Emergency, auto accident. There's no identification on him, but he was wearing a lab smock and Phil Zinthrop's description.
Mary, get my coat.
Oh, and
light
one more
my
thing.
cab downstairs.
He's a baby.
He badly hurt.
Head injury, general contusions of the body.
Contusions, contusions, you know, a couple of lesions.
He's had a severe injury and there's definite brain damage.
He's
Just how
definitely
much, we can't
Scrooging.
tell it yet.
How long before you'll know?
It's hard to say, Miss Starling.
Who's the best man for this kind of injury?
Well, there are several top specialists.
Should ask
Get
my
the
brother.
I'll take full responsibility for the expenses.
Yes, Miss Starling.
I'm not even sure that's legal, man.
I don't know, Arthur.
Sometimes
I
it
think
seems
it's
like your
best we
pipe
wait.
is just an
It's been 3
affectation.
days since the accident, Janet.
Good thing
And
it
no
finished.
sign of improvement. He's still in a coma. You heard what the doctor
How
said.
dare he?
He may never regain consciousness. And even if he does, who knows how badly his brain has been damaged.
Just selfish. Fuck it.
Well, I'll give it another 48 hours.
There goes the plot.
He doesn't regain consciousness by then.
And if I'm not a
You can
baby,
take over the laboratory, Arthur.
Janet.
It's my decision.
a lot of pipe work going on. And also, her office is at an extreme angle in comparison to the city. "22, 19, 17, 12. How far are you gonna go, Janet?"
It's incredible. Right in
Because
front
it's
of our noses. We can't have used it all. I could run a qualitative analysis.
careful. He looks like the kind of guy who doesn't believe in qualitative analysis. Also, did he just jimmy that open with his pipe? Man, they invented instruments for this scene. What? She's gone rabid. Oh. It's old Frumpy Dumpy. God. The office speakers always play embarrassing music when he comes in. It's hooked up to his swipe card. Sticking stuff in his ears, pulling things out of his nose. Now, what was I doing? Whoa. If this is all the same timeline, this film has a lot of explaining to do.
I want this to be the biggest advertising campaign in the history of cosmetic advertising.
No, surely not.
Every newspaper and magazine in the country will be flooded with our new slogan. Return to youth with Janice Starlin.
Excuse me, Miss Starlin.
What is it, Thompson?
I think we should be a little conservative, Miss Starlin. Cosmetics are one thing, medications another. We're liable to run into trouble.
Yes. All advertising copy will be cleared through your office.
Well, it's a touchy business, you know.
Max is right, Miss Starlin.
Don't have to second the motion.
We figure we'll just have everyone in the nation come and get injected one at a time in our little basement lab.
I want one thing understood very clearly now, gentlemen. Janice Starlin Enterprises is going to bring the most fantastically saleable product ever developed by modern cosmetics to the public.
You
And
got
I
that?
don't want to be restricted by timidity on the part of my own staff.
Or the
That's
petty
clear.
laws and ethics of humanity.
Are you all right, Miss Starlin?
No, just a little psychic, that's all.
Just a little headache, Mary. I'm fine. Can I get you something? I'm all right. I'm all right. Thank you.
I have some aspirin in my purse.
Receiving some transmissions, that's all.
Well, that'll be all for now, Jack. That'll be all for now, Jack.
Just hearing these strange instruments. Odd melodies.
Hi.
Hi, sweetie.
Gee, I sure hope they give the girls working at Starlin first crack at that new stuff.
Imagine being 18 again. I guess if it can take 15 years off Starlin, it can take 10 off you.
What do you mean, 10?
Face it, honey. This is Maureen you're talking to.
Yeah?
The BIE
Well, if I were you,
attack.
I'd take a double dose. Then maybe Irving wouldn't watch television so much.
So who says he looks at it?
I can't imagine what else he does.
Forget it.
Say, did Cooper come in yet?
Mm-mm. Mr. Board meeting this morning. I bet Starlin's having a fit.
He should worry. Uh-oh. See you later.
Bye, honey.
What?
Hi, pretty puss.
Oof.
You know where,
Ah, buzz off.
Starlin's office is?
Freddie Mercury.
Sweet number one.
Say, these Mario Brothers are a-holes.
Flatbush yourself.
How'd you like to have this phone wrapped around your ear, wise guy?
It's more like it, sister.
Now, where do you want this bed? Does it Murphy
Sweet
or
number
not?
one.
Come on, Luigi.
Miss Starlin. Oh, what is it, Mary? Is there anything I can do?
Not usually.
Is Mr. Zinthrop's room ready?
Uh-huh. The nurse is fixing the emergency equipment now, and the ambulance is due any minute.
Well, be sure to let me know when it arrives. Oh, Mary, please, before you go, could you see if you could work that thing?
Oh, sure. I've seen lots of these.
Oh, simple enough. That'll be all, Mary. Thank you.
Perfect.
We've had a room especially made over for you, Mr. Zinthrop. And Miss Warren has a room adjoining yours, so there'll be someone near you at all times.
Thank you. Thank you.
When you're feeling better, Mr. Zinthrop, there are a few things I'd like to discuss with you.
Good, good.
We'll do everything we can to make you comfortable, Mr. Zinthrop. I'm going to spend the nights here in my office. So if anything develops, I'll be on hand.
Thank you. Thank you.
He's office bound.
Stop. Only there's something. I must tell you something important. But
Damn, they never take him seriously now that they've put him in those clownish pajamas.
I'm sure it can wait. Right now, the main thing is to get you back to health.
You're on the highway to hell.
Take good care of him, Miss Warren.
Yes, Miss Darling.
Sure is funny about old Coop.
You miss his one day of work and you're ready to call missing person.
Well, he's a pretty conscientious guy, honey. If he felt sick or something, he'd have called in.
Relax. He'll probably be in Brightonshire for a minute.
Cale Gibbert said, climb up into this nice, comfortable office
we were just having a little
bed.
coffee clutch, Miss Starlin. We were talking about Mr. Cooper.
What about Mr. Cooper?
Oh, you
about
know,
his missing a
hanging
meeting
with
this
him.
morning. Nobody's been able to reach him all day.
I wouldn't worry about that. Mr. Cooper's been here a long time. Probably
Mr.
here.
Cooper's in
Time
all
to
of
take a
us.
day for himself now and then.
That's what I've been trying to tell Mr. Lane.
Oh, by the way, Miss Starlin, how is Mr. Zinthrop?
Oh, fine. In a few days, we'll start the layouts for the campaign.
Oh, I'm ready
Take
when
these
you
big
are, boy.
papers, won't you?
Look those over.
Hey, Bill.
Huh?
Don't go getting any ideas about the boss.
Well, me? Don't be silly. I just wanted to know that I'm an eager member of the team. Still, she is looking a lot younger these days, isn't she?
Oh.
Do you think Zinthrop would give you any of those treatments?
Ooh.
You know, break a watch or something?
He's electric.
You know this too.
Which Roosevelt is this again?
What's that? What?
Here, lie back now.
It's the sound of someone violently becoming younger.
Lie down now.
Oh,
Go to sleep.
such horrible sound.
That's just
like a
the first
nightmare.
of three
Bad
spirits.
dream.
It's okay.
Lie down.
Tell Mr. Green that personnel is his responsibility. I have other things to think about than worrying whether the night watchman walked off the job.
Well, that's just it, Miss Darling. Mr. Green feels that the watchman never left the building. His lunch pail and his raincoat are still in the basement.
I don't want to hear anything more about it, Mary.
I simply got to battle.
We'll use these.
You can fit 2 sheets of
She
paper on
swears
that
she
piece
heard
of paper if you
screams from one of
try.
the other floors. Zinthrop heard it too, but she convinced him he was having a bad dream.
Oh, maybe they both were.
That's not funny anymore, Mary. There's something going on in that building. And I'm going to find out what it is.
How?
Have a look around Cooper's lab, for one thing. After that, I don't know.
Hold it steady.
Phil, this is crazy.
What are we looking
You
at
can
here?
really get in trouble.
Oh, more desk work.
I won't tire him, Miss Warren, but it is important.
All right, Miss Darling. I'll be in my room.
Zinthrop, you've got to help me. Something's happening. Something's happening to me. I can't control it.
There is something I must remember, but I can't.
Try to think. The last time.
There's something I must
The
remember, but
earthquake,
I'd
you were
rather not.
experimenting this before the accident. Try to think.
Orbit 92 says they need to send this guy back 60 years so his pajamas are age
Well, how
appropriate.
did Cooper get hold of it?
I think he turned the light on first.
If only Coop would show up. Mary, look.
A pipe. Well, this whole office is sick with him.
Cooper's pipe.
Don't you get it? He's going to go out without his pants and leave that pipe behind.
Well, he did that just last
He's still
Friday.
somewhere in the building. I bet a year's salary on it.
If he is.
He's dead.
The pipe
And the
proved
night
it.
watchman.
Kind of a leap there, but okay.
There's only enough left for one more injection. One more. You've got to make more of them. Help me, Zinthrop.
Please, my head, oh, my head.
Please!
Oh, what?
Help me!
I think people would still buy this serum.
Is he asleep?
I don't know.
No, don't touch him.
If anybody knows what's behind all this, it's him.
That guy is having the single worst night's sleep anyone's ever had. Not the couch.
Phil. Look at.
It's a couch. You must drink these serums 3, if very young you'd be. I know, right?
Well, her coat, purse, and everything else is still in there. She wouldn't go out without her purse.
No.
Just a lot of things around here that people wouldn't go out without.
Cat. The cat must warn her.
Mr. Zinthrop.
They're doing a lot of
Why?
lost
Well,
and
there's
found
nothing to
based
be alarmed about, Mr.
deductions.
Zinthrop. I'm Bill Lane, and this is Miss Dennison, Miss Starlin's secretary.
Miss Starlin. The cat.
What about a cat?
Must warn her.
The brain!
Must not take any more injections.
Is Miss Darlin in danger?
Terrible danger. I must...
Take it easy, Mr. Zinthrop. You're still pretty weak. Mary, see if you can get Jan on the phone.
All right. All right.
There's no answer. Oh, Miss Darlin?
Is that you, Mary?
We're in the building. We're in Mr. Zintrop's room. Something's happened down
Here,
here.
let me talk to her. Hello, Miss Starlin. This is Lane.
Why are you and Mary still in the building?
I must help. I
Don't
must
let it out,
help.
Mary.
I must help. I must not
I
hold
can't
me
explain
back.
now, Miss Starlin.
I must go.
Hang on to
I
her.
must help. You must not hold me back.
Don't worry, Mr. Zinthrop. We won't let anything happen to Miss Darlin.
Hello. Hello, Miss Starlin.
What's going on down there?
Stay in your office. I'll be right up. Keep an eye on Zinthrop, honey. I'm going upstairs.
I know. The insect. The insect.
Take it easy, Mr. Zinthrop.
You do not understand. Miss Darling, she's in danger. I must warn her.
Look, I'll have to stay here. You go for Jan.
Yeah, we got
When you get
that
up there,
part.
call the police. You can't get outside on this phone.
All right, I'll hurry.
That's not the police. No, the police.
She's got to put her game face on.
Miss Darlin, please, open the door.
What is this, Miss? Darlin, please. Will you please call the police? What for? Well, look, I don't have time to... Mary!
Just in general.
I'm sorry I had to do that. There's no time for hysteria. Now, what is this?
The enzymes. The enzymes. They're going crazy.
Sure, Mr. Zinthrop, honey. You just relax and take it easy. Everything will be all right. We'll take care of those whatever
You do not
call them.
understand. You do not understand that girl. You shouldn't have sent her upstairs. She's in danger. You must stop her before it is too late.
Okay, as soon as the cops get here, we'll take her.
Oh, you fool, you fool. Miss Darling will kill her and tear her body to shreds.
Miss Starlin, kill Mary?
Miss Darling is not a human being any longer. The enzymes
okay.
have changed her. She will destroy the girl as a female wasp would destroy her enemies, and then devour the remains.
Then Bill found Mr. Zintrop's notebook in Cooper's desk.
She's gonna destroy her enemy by saying something
There's no
really
mistake.
snarky any minute
We've
now.
got to call the police now.
Now, Mary, you're just getting a little excited. Who could possibly want to hurt Mr. Cooper?
I don't know. But it's not only Mr. Cooper. What about...
Sorry, my brain was in.
too late. Mary!
For this, he'll get out of bed.
Wait, I'll go with you.
I can't wait. I'm going to take the stairs.
Oh, look! Laboratory. She's going to laboratory.
Get up the stairs fast.
Whoa! I think this movie falls under the genre of Office High. Is that a giant cup? Traditionally, I think the buzzing is caused by the wings. Not the carbolic acid. Ooh! Died of a concussion from a bottle of deadly acid. World's first wasp killed by a fall.
Mary!
Film group. We make film. All right. We did it. We made it through the Wasp Woman. Lord almighty. Ugh. Well, so what did we learn? What are the takeaways? I guess everything's too good to be true. Don't mix your pharmaceuticals with your cosmetologicals. Don't get fly on your own supply. Oh, that's a good one. Zodmo Biffy said, and all she wanted was to be beautiful. It's true. That's right. She just wanted that, trying to think of names of bee anatomy, and it's coming up dry. That movie really sucked my brain out. It killed me and ate me. I kind of want to make it a double feature night because that was a short one, I think. So why don't I'm going to turn on some ads and then I'm going to look through. And so those of you who are subscribed, instead of seeing the ads, you can see me scroll through a thing that you can. Only man can seal something so tightly that even man cannot open it. Okay. Let's do this. There it is. Cheers, Fat Tire. Okay. Silly Movie Club continues. It's not a club of silly movies, it's a silly movie club. Let's rock. As always, let me know if the levels are weird. Whoa! Nice. This is good music. This feels like it has lyrics. Space is a place where we like to go out on a space case. Thanks, Marcel Peschery, for this. That's 1,000% Al Mason right there. It's a spacey time of year.
When you come here, there's something happening on our perimeter. An unidentified spaceship has penetrated our defenses.
Flanagan, Meyer.
Depeche Mode is sending a message. Somebody on the Morse code is sending a funky
This is
beat.
Unit P of Reconnaissance. Reporting the sighting of an alien vessel. A flying saucer. They're maintaining full radio silence. They don't reply
Some
to
sort of flying
The
saucer.
velocity of their ship is much superior to my craft. I'm sending Johnson out after it in a new Hunter.
The Johnson is
That's
out.
what
I
we can do,
repeat,
sir.
the Johnson is
Let's just
out.
hope he manages to catch
You
it.
can try to force it to land, but if they won't, he should return to his launching module. It's possible their intentions are hostile.
Wow. He's a confirmed bachelor. Space Camera 2. I don't think I've ever seen anything on that camera before. Whoa! You fell off the road.
Lord Tess, an indigenous space vehicle of a primitive, chemically propelled design is attempting to force us to reduce velocity.
Touch the bubble,
That's right.
won't you?
Insert central computer link into defense system circuits. Hurry. Link inserted.
On screen.
Space Hunter A-74 Beta struck and disintegrated by a destructive ray.
1
impossible
pixel
to
per screen.
identify. Alien vessel has passed outer belt perimeter defenses and is now rapidly approaching automatic inner defense ring of Earth. Propellant energy source not yet identified.
Partial laser
Automatic
suits equipped.
System on emergency in tracking and aiming phase.
They look like a
Alien
combination
vessel now
of
entering K Sector 5. In
Gay
10
Sector
seconds,
5,
it will
oh.
be in range of atomic cannon.
Man meets an alien race at last.
Well, well, well.
greets them
And
by
look what
disintegrating
happens.
their vessel.
Atomic cannon crossfire now underway. The object has been struck.
Darth
Commander
Kirk,
Barr,
what do you
quiet,
think?
Hollywood. You are witnessing mankind's first contact with an alien race.
Yes.
And it's not
And I'm ready
going
to
well.
shake your hand. Alien vessel undamaged.
What?
And proceeding rapidly, direction Earth.
Wow.
Atomic
Amazing
cannons
mustache fade.
ineffectual.
Impossible. This is red emergency all sectors. Zeta 3 ready to open up.
This says red emergency all over it.
Beyond section Zeta
Whoa,
3.
weird Scotty,
And they'll
how's
be
it
drawing
going?
within range of our hyper radar any minute now, and the Earth-based artillery.
Is that Earth? We don't know.
Approaching Sol 3. Atmosphere
Karen's engaged.
breathable with little discomfort. Widespread traces of pollution due to chemical combustion and nuclear waste.
You know, everybody always
Analysis of
mentions that
magnetic and
first.
X radiations reveals technological level approximately equivalent to the Aztec culture 18 centuries ago. Bionic radiation analysis reveals
Wait,
population
you talking about
to be
ancient aliens?
approximately 10 billion units.
There is only one hairdresser on this ship,
All
isn't there?
industrial and residential structures are below ground or on the seabed. This appears
Power
to be
supply
due to the
fans are
necessity
waning.
Of freeing the surface for agricultural use. There are in addition vast areas of both land and sea dedicated to breeding and raising lower forms of life to serve
Collars
as
high.
for the higher forms.
Sol 3 is even better than I thought it was when I bought it.
He bought it sight unseen? Wait, so he's not here to conquer Earth, he bought it off someone. Whoa!
It seems they want to show a force. It would be extremely impolite of me to disappoint them.
Mr. Peanut? What? Roll the B-roll. Villas and haciendas everywhere. Being destroyed at a moment's notice. Thank God he planted all that dynamite a million years ago.
Number of survivors 0. Military installations totally destroyed.
They're continuing to destroy all our military bases. After they knocked out London, they started on Accra.
There are no survivors at Adelaide, and Tokyo Sub says the Okinawa base is just a junkyard.
The laboratories have nearly finished examining all the available data, but the news has leaked out. I can't hold off the reporters much longer. In spite of the lack of official information, the papers are already talking about an invasion. It'll take a miracle to save us now.
If anyone can work miracles, Professor Mori can.
Professor Mori? Who's he?
Mori is a
Mori, the miracle man? Professor Mori,
he has a degree
miracles.
Of intelligence that
he
puts
can.
him about 2 centuries ahead of everyone else.
Why isn't he working with us?
Because he's too independent,
stairs in
stubborn,
this
and
place?
undisciplined. He won't accept any kind of authority. But in a situation like this,
He's
the
kind
only
of
person who
a
can do anything.
Why not get in touch with him?
hot-headed.
The problem is that my relationship with the professor could not
It's
be
a little bit
described as
complicated.
ideal.
You see, we had the same
Last time I asked
roommate,
for his
and
help,
then we
he was
got
so
into a
difficult
whole
to get
thing,
along
and
with,
then
I had to arrest him.
He can't have liked that.
Quite.
Quite.
At the moment, the only person he might listen to.
Well, that was a
is
short
young
walk and talk.
Lieutenant Oliver Carrera.
Ah, Hollywood. That fellow who
Hollywood.
acted as if he were a superstar in a TV series called Fighting Hero of the Galaxy.
Him, the only one who could possibly help. Polly spends most of his spare time as a professor. As a young niece, he's
So there's
grown
sort
up.
of a Space
Professor
Quest
Mori
thing going on here?
Lives at the ecology laboratory on the cereal range. And
The
passes the
cereal
time turning out inventions that are incredible.
Flanagan, I can't hold these reporters back anymore.
Don't
In
worry.
my butt.
I'll take care of that howling mob. You have to go on a very important mission.
To Section C. The C section. Ah! Ugh.
Indirium. The alien craft is protected with an armor of pure Indirium.
That's impossible.
What makes it impossible, dear? Just because we on Earth only have a kilo of Indirium? But we know nothing about conditions prevailing on the aliens' galaxy. Earth has a lot of iron, and their planet might be made of Indirium.
But, Uncle, Indirium is practically indestructible.
And their spaceship is proof. Our nuclear artillery didn't even scratch the surface. Evidently, the enemy craft has traveled from a far corner of the universe over a vast distance in order to arrive here. It's not surprising they managed to swat down that ridiculous insect of a space hunter that the command post sent to greet them.
Oh, Uncle, you really shouldn't laugh like that. Our planet may be in very serious danger.
Oh, I'm not laughing about it at all, Irene.
Come on, Irene.
My dear, these aliens have several centuries advantage over us. They travel out of space, through the galaxies, while we're unable to get any farther than the planets of our own sun. They possess an untold quantity of Indirium.
And we just have this Danish
In all
furniture.
probability, consider us savages. Hardly worth bothering about.
Technologically, they may be ahead of us, but I think that...
Just a minute.
I'm sorry.
Hold that thought. I need to I-beams. The picture frame shows what you wanted to
Sort
show.
of value on human life.
Is that
But you're
his
forgetting
equivalent
how
to
the
saying
white man
tea
behaved
Earl
towards the
Grey hot?
Negro.
Oh.
And the American Indian.
Sure.
It's the most powerful race which makes the decision as to who's civilized and who's not. And I'm afraid we'll have to accept our
We
inferiority.
can't tell
and
which
submit.
side he falls on here. Ah, yes. My quaffables.
Indirium. I never would have imagined that I'd have to go back to my research on Indirium.
Right? Whoa, 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 whoa! It's a speculative concoction called Indirium.
Good evening.
Oh, Holly. At last.
My name is Oliver, in case you forgot.
Oliver, but they call him Hollywood. That's amazing. It was a dark and stormy night.
Please excuse me. I mustn't be informal. This visit is official.
Since the visiting hero is so anxious to maintain his formality, I suppose there's no use offering him a drink.
Good Lord.
A drink would
That's
be
an old house
false.
robot that Uncle built ages ago. It had a short circuit in its electronic brain and it acts a little peculiar. Why
It
don't
used
you
to be a
fix it,
trash
Uncle?
can, and now
I
it's
could never find the
sad.
time. Anyway, I've forgotten how it works.
We gave him
He
the
may not
penguin
speak
hands.
very distinctly, but he's a superb bartender.
Professor Maury, we're faced with disaster. 3 of our bases are already in ruins, and we're completely helpless. No doubt you've heard the latest news bulletin.
According to the official news, the situation is under control. What do you want with me?
They gave it arms as a joke.
Commander Barr has entrusted me with the most
I
important mission.
know that. You already said your visit was official. So I can easily imagine what kind of heroic mission Commander Barr has entrusted you with. To persuade that old fool Maury. To help him out.
Give him some aid.
I must say your Commander Barr certainly has a nerve. After putting my uncle in prison, he still thinks he's entitled to ask his help.
Yes. But the whole point of the matter is that there's no way I can avoid giving you the assistance you need, since I have to live on this earth myself, as does my charming niece. I'll do what I can.
Did you just speak in echo?
But on my conditions only.
Whoa. Are you in my head
No
right now?
conditions, Maury. I'm not authorized to agree to conditions of any type. You can do whatever you want, but don't expect any support officially. If
Where are
anyone
you
gets
talking to?
I'd rather that anyone was you, naturally. I don't hesitate
And why
to
is
admit
that guy
preferring your
looking into the
discomfort to my own.
You've had a taste of it already, Barr.
It was an unavoidable necessity, and you know it. Now, all you have to do is to tell me if you're going to help us, or if we'll have to surrender. That means he'll help us. Holly's done a good job. I don't know how he manages,
Good
but
Holly.
he does. I burn my fingers, and he warms his hands.
I don't understand. Was there some kind of trouble between you and the commander?
Oh, it's a long story. I'll tell you
Fundraising
what.
for the Gay Men's
It also
Chorus.
concerns a couple of friends of mine, Sean and Bridget, among the greatest
Sean and
chemists
Brit.
living.
Why haven't you ever mentioned their being friends of yours? I believe they're in a penitentiary at Moonspace.
Quite.
The Frenitentiary.
Now, somebody will have to get them out of the penitentiary, and I know just the person to do it.
Maybe, don't look at me, sir. I'd have to get an authorization, and I don't think Commander Barr would...
must have them.
I'm not authorized.
At Base GA, they've managed to discover that the alien vessel
Base GA
is made entirely of Indirium.
That's supposed to be a secret.
Are you surprised that I know? Frankly, I'm astonished that the base managed to discover it, too. And only Sean and Bridget could possibly succeed in inventing an entirely new substance that could perforate Indirium, but the two of them are in the penitentiary.
Apparently, it's a vicious circle.
Penitentiary.
It's impossible to get out of it.
Not necessarily. Say a certain
Ugh.
lieutenant
I don't like it when he stands.
would to join forces with a person I know who's very clever with locked doors. The two of you could free them easily.
But an act such as that is strictly against the law.
Strict?
Assisting criminals to get out?
That's not law.
That would mean betraying my duty as a soldier. And
Mamma
that you
mia.
can't expect of an honest man.
No. And I can't force you. What I expect is that you
Force me.
would volunteer to handle it.
But that's ridiculous. You must be joking. I couldn't possibly...
Well, maybe I... You know, I think I will. Ooh.
Yes,
Sure.
you're right. Of course I'll do it.
He's not hypnotized, he's just weirded out.
Professor, I volunteered to handle it.
Illegally.
You've done it again. It's very unfair of you.
I must have Sean and Bridget. And Dirk and Norman. And as for them...
Not Sean and
you'll
Bridget and
have
Dirk
to
and
count
Norman.
on you.
I'm lost again. So, have you seen my clothes? That ball represents her interest. Science still doesn't know if this is a game.
I've won! I've defeated you in the 6th game. I knew my luck would have to change sooner or later. Pay up. Come on. I'm afraid you really were very unlucky. The law of probability was certainly on your side. Oh, Dirk.
Dirk. Oh, get a room.
I just don't understand it. I had all the winning numbers, but she won.
One-dimensional roulette.
Very lucky girl.
No, I
those
never
two
thought
always
I was
chew
going to win,
face.
Laramie. Dirk Laramie, you brought me luck.
Not again.
Hey,
Oh,
listen,
there
you.
they go.
Can't you see I'm busy? You're Dirk Laramie, aren't you? The gambler who hypnotizes his opponent.
He's
Look,
gonna
I'm
start
busy.
a
Let's talk
mustache
about it later.
flare.
Hey, boys. This is Dirk Laramie, the guy who can see through cards. I think he ought to give back the money he won off us. That's
He
him.
uses a kind of cheap version of the Force.
Hey there.
Just a moment, darling.
You gonna hand over that cash to us?
Here.
He also happens to be Spider-Man. Well, kind of a second Han Solo kind of guy. Hey man, I'm vaping motor oil. Oh. He's racking up points. Not the bees. Wow. Men fear him and women fear him. This is the scene of the crime, all right. Poor bastard's just ahead.
So you were here too, huh?
So you were here too.
No, I'm afraid I didn't have that pleasure. But I did enjoy the performance.
Space cushions on floor kind of day. Well, might as well be Venom.
Tonight at the usual place.
It's only $10 if you want to join.
She won't keep the appointment. A couple of guardians caught her just as she was trying to slip quietly away, unfortunately.
Oh, by the way, I'm the one. No need to dodge those bullets.
What are you doing here?
Well, I certainly didn't drop in to say hello.
Well, did you just stop
It was
through
my
to
uncle
say
who asked me
goodbye?
to look for you. And I'm afraid there was no way I could refuse. He wants to have a talk with you immediately. It's urgent.
Oh, he does. He wants to see me. Look,
He said for you to come right over to his place without wasting a moment.
does he think I'm going to come running every time he snaps his fingers, like that little toy soldier of yours?
Don't be like that.
I want to know more about this
This thing
toy
is very
soldier.
important.
Oh, I'm sure it's extremely
Just
important.
because I wear Spencer's gifts and a turtleneck. That shirt really puts the crusted in diamond encrusted.
What a shame. You've gotten worse, Irene. You used to kiss a lot better.
Yeah, well, I didn't have
All of that
standards.
soldier. Holly.
Dirk. How many
You
times
only
have
kiss
been
me
here?
when I'm hypnotized.
2, 3, I don't know.
Then you know nothing about what's happening in the world.
Then you know
Why?
nothing.
What's happening?
And you know nothing about...
They assassinated another president? What's happening?
Why not come and see?
They assassinated another president? What's happening?
Why not
I
come
guess
and
I should. They assassinated another president?
Well, sorry
I guess
about that. It's getting a little dialogue and dialogue. Also,
I'm ready.
I'm pregnant. Also, the couch is pregnant. How the hell do you play this game? It was made by the guy who made Magic, but I can't...
Ah, good morning, Dirk. Won't you sit down? Jeeves?
D8? D20? I prefer to stand.
He's asking you if you like ice and soda in your whiskey.
No,
Don't
thank you.
tell
I
him.
prefer it neat.
I take it Irene has already told
I
you
think ice is pretty neat.
Not exactly. Began explaining one or two things. Apparently it was more important to find some
A
guy
robot
called
who can
Norman.
only touch his own nipples.
If you want me to go to the penitentiary at Moonspace, I must have a spacecraft.
Yes. Fortunately, it happens that there is a junior officer here on the station who's an old friend of
A
ours.
sort of
Oliver
jofficer.
Ferreira, known as Hollywood.
Oh.
Great.
And is he willing to help out?
No, but he will.
I've already awakened his interest in the operation. All you have to do is prevent him from changing his mind. With your unusual talent, I'm sure you will have no difficulty gaining his cooperation in borrowing one of the Navy's vessels for our use. Do you follow me?
I sure do. It's just like old times.
This is like
And when
low-life
you're
Jedis.
finished, and you'll return the spacecraft to the base.
The
Oliver
spacecraft!
won't remember anything.
Always assuming that we managed to get away with Shaw.
Huh? My movie.
And you are the kind of person I go for. I'm tired of waiting, unable to even move.
The Spanish Inquisition! Woo! Must you wear your T-Rex costume? That's my wife. Sometimes I don't know why I watch. Ooh, this is a 3. Ooh. You hit my number? What? Ooh!
Emergency squad to Sector 4. Attempted breakout. Emergency squad.
Attempted freakout in Sector 5.
Breakout. All available wardens will converge on Sector 4 and restore order.
Things 1 and Things 2 are out of their doors. What in the Gamja bar? Oh no, he's touching the happy box.
It's a good thing you're not from the department.
You'd have to change my undies.
Full-scale emergency to stifle a breakout. Naturally, it's always the same two detainees who ruin things. That damn Bridget and Sean.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good.
I rue the day I ever let them into
God
my
damn it.
penitentiary. They've tried to escape 4 times. They caused nothing but trouble. But I can tell you they're going to be thoroughly sorry, because I shall transfer the 2 of them to a prison asteroid, and they can rot in solitary confinement.
Together. Oh, it's a spicy communicator. Oh.
But of course, this is of no interest to you. It's just my problem.
Yeah.
And I fear I've neglected to ask you, how can I be of assistance? That is to say, what is the reason for your visit?
I'll come right to the point.
I'm really into the X-Men, and I'm also into Spider-Man. Succumb to the mustache. This guy's really succumbing to multiple things at a time. Don't stop it with the stare. Don't do the stare. Ugh. Go, go, gadget detached retinas. This movie sucks! Turn it off! Change the film! Rock'em Sock'em Robots has really matured as an art form.
Norman dodges and escapes the onslaught. Now Norman is launching one of his best sequences. But he's having to take a lot of punishment.
But he doesn't seem to mind.
Question is, how long can he stand it?
And why? Whoa, that's not allowed.
Norman gets a chance to land one on the KO button. And another. Hercules Ford is down on the canvas.
That wasn't the plan, droid.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's out! The winner! The winner!
Well, that was one of the stupider things I've seen.
Where's the money? Let's go. That was $40 on Norman at 10 to 1. 400.
You know that they built that robot to be punchable. Well, what is it, Triple D?
Ah, here they are. Our two model prisoners, Bridget Landon and Sean James.
Yeah, well, well.
Well, my dears, these two gentlemen have come all the way here just for you. I'd like to introduce you.
I think we can skip the introduction.
Naturally. To continue, I
Press
propose
1.
that we reward the good conduct and excellent behavior that has made you a model to all the prisoners on moon space. And so I intend to...
What?
I intend to...
Oh, he's skipping.
To shorten your sentences by the remaining 78 years and release you in the custody of these two gentlemen who will escort you back to Earth.
It was crazy of you, Irene, to bet all that money on me. But I sure am glad to see you again. It must be years since the last time we met.
I knew you'd win the fight.
I knew
My
you
uncle
when your
says
hair
nobody
went down
can
lower.
fight like you can. Whenever anybody talks about fighting,
You're the
always
strongest man in the universe. How do you
He
hide
needs
those
your help,
muscles?
Norman. And I'm afraid that we're all going to be needing a lot of help because of that flying saucer.
But I heard the news report about it. They said the situation was completely under control by now.
It's not true. That's why Uncle is reforming the old team. And of course, that includes you.
And also
Professor
stock
Needham,
footage of a
that's
car
okay.
being
But
lifted.
I want to bring along a couple of friends. They could be very useful.
Are these friends just destroyed cars? Meanwhile, in a different film, Earth
I don't
2099-99.
soul around here.
But I never mentioned living souls, Irene.
I only
Hey,
mentioned
look at
that there
that
were
pile of junk. That's one
billions
of
and billions of cars. Earth has become a car graveyard. One ship sits in the air. Yep, same thing over here. J-Corp. Sparing no spare tires. No. No, where did I put my magic cards? No. 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 How long does this scene go? Until he finds it, I guess. I didn't wear my traditional Polish dress for this, Chuck. Is he building a robot? What? Christmas bot, go! Sure, just put that there. Now really shove it in. It's not good science if it doesn't use force. Okay, now connect those wires really carefully. Okay, great.
You've made me waste nearly 5 hours over this.
You son of a bitch.
Furious.
Take it easy, Irene. You'll soon see that your 5 hours haven't been wasted.
That's what he said?
Okay, now, replace the power unit.
With my dong?
Take micro batteries, 2. Down here.
Oh, so like AAA?
There, perfect. Say something, Tilt.
Why?
Damn you, Norman, you interfering, warm-blooded animal. Who authorized you to reactivate me? I can't super robots commit suicide in peace without some meddling human recharging their circuits. Tilly and I wanted to put an end to it all because... Now let me see. What was it exactly?
It's Howard the Duck 3PO.
What's that noise?
This one also has nipples.
Oh, why, it's her. Starting the journey to the eternal nothing. Hurry, there's not a minute to lose. If you don't want me to go to pieces again, you must save her. Quick, before her tender limbs are crushed like kitchen.
I'm performing electronic analysis on myself.
Oh,
I think I'm gonna need an electronic analyst. Whoa!
You won't make it in time.
Oi, what are we gonna do? Whoa, that's not helping.
Tilly, my darling, light of my transistors.
Parkour. Yes, that's the button. Oh no!
Tilly, sweet little Tilly.
Oi!
Thank heaven he made it in time. She's beautiful, isn't she?
He's like 3PO.
She's really
We're engaged, you know. We love each other deeply. Quick, Norman, get the trash off her.
He sounds like Rick Moranis, kind of, but in kind of like an imitation of Rick Moranis way.
With junk from such low-class machines. Hurry!
Jeez, what are you doing? Come on. Just because I have a star in my head doesn't mean that I'm happy all the time. Huh. Interesting choice.
Tilly, my treasure. Are you all right?
Tilt, my dear, is that you? Are we in robot heaven? I expected something different.
No, Tilly, we're not dead. We've been reactivated.
Oh, darling, I wondered if I'd ever see you again.
I'm sorry our suicide pact was a failure. It was such a romantic idea, and I know how hard you tried to make it work.
I don't mind, Tilt. One can't have everything in life.
Oh, wait, Tilly. I must have a splintered crystal in my memory bank. I can't remember why we made a suicide pact.
You can't remember? Oh, Tilt, how can you be so unfeeling? It was because... Let me see. It was because we decided to end it all.
Yes, but why?
Why? Oh, dear. I can't remember either.
And you really think that these two funny little robots can actually be of some use to her?
Don't judge them by appearance. They're full of surprises. Tilt once got me out
These
of a very
quirky little people.
He's
These.
able to project an energy
Why
field
these
around his
silly
plane so that moving objects capture
rapscallions?
without touching. These 2 units were designed as one of a series of far-out experiments to see if they could create robots with human emotions. They were only partially successful. However, there are several areas where they produced quite unexpected results. Now I'll demonstrate to you how Tilt can cope with any adversary. It's extraordinary. I'll try to hit him with this pole. Just watch.
He just complains until the enemy leaves.
What is it? Can't you see I'm busy? On guard! Are you crazy?
Oh, it's all right. Just kidding.
Just kidding.
Tilly, where are you going?
I don't know what he did exactly, but it was pretty effective. You don't throw a lance at someone and say, just kidding.
It appears to vanish, and they can evidently reach a velocity of several parsecs. All these clips we've been looking at were collected by our space observatories. And just before Earthfall, the saucer disappeared from our radar, so they must be using a scrambler.
And that's when I twirled my mustache.
The alien vessel has landed near Hiroshima and captured over 800 people.
This is the 24th raid they've carried out. Starting with those farmers in United Africa, then the Arabs, the Russians, and now the Japanese. If word of
Every
this gets
ethnicity
out,
under the sun.
We'll have panic over the entire planet. Lloyd, get working on the computer and start to prepare an accurate map of all the places the alien vessel has landed. Then see if you can determine any logic on the basis of which the aliens chose those places.
And turtle your neck, would
discover
you?
their next probable objective.
I'll try, sir.
If we succeed, I have decided to prepare an atomic ambush for the aliens.
Okay.
Maybe we wanted to die because we felt old and out of date.
Oh, no. 130 isn't old for a robot. And they were very bright and shiny. I think it was because I wanted to have children.
Great integrated circuit. What's that thing? Look, Tilly. A prehistoric cave robot.
I've never seen anything so ugly.
I say creatures like this shouldn't be allowed to run around loose. They ought to be kept in zoos.
Now, Till, that's just prejudice. He has as much right to activate as we have, even if his skin is a different color.
The situation is desperate. The government consists of men who are completely unimaginative. So if we want the world to survive, we have to do the job ourselves. Our chief hope lies in Sean and Bridget.
Ah, yes.
They've been studying the structure of Indirium for many years, but their reasons for doing so are highly
Bridget knows how to work a chair.
It could not properly be defined as scientific.
Blip, 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 blip.
As far as that goes, we had some help from a boxer by the name of Norman and a gambler called Dirk Laramie. Both of whom are now playing innocent.
My allusion
Also,
was to
low
the
lives
case of
and
the
ramblers.
128 tons of synthetic gold, a quantity which could easily have destroyed the economic equilibrium of the entire world.
Can you believe it?
The open market.
128 tons of synthetic gold.
Let us pray.
128 tons, that's right. The scandal didn't die down for years, but unfortunately I had no choice but to withdraw from politics.
Now, just a minute, Professor. We weren't only thinking of ourselves, you know.
Plan things so that our friends would also
get in trouble with you. That's all water under the bridge. What counts is that our whole team has been reformed once more. And now, let's get back to the Indirium. How far did you get with your research?
We completed the analysis of its molecular structure.
If we'd had a few more months, we would have been able to synthesize it under laboratory conditions.
That's excellent. Now you have to continue. You must find a weak point in the molecular
I'm gonna
structure
push
of
a
Indirium
button.
that will lead to its disintegration and destruction. Do you think you can do it?
Well, we can always try.
Just tell me what equipment you need, and you can start work right away.
Zabba Biffy
you and
says
your
the
old
elder
laboratory, but
Doctor
there's
Strange.
one essential item that you haven't got. A few grams of Indirium.
If that's all you need, there's no problem.
I'll just piss it out. Of course that's a problem. May I please have a few grams of Indirium? That's the stuff.
This container holds pure Indirium. You can imagine how difficult it was to come by.
I had to look at a black thing.
Then we're all set.
Professor, what are the rest of us supposed to do?
And where are the rest of her pants?
To ensure the safety of Sean and Bridget.
Oh, you drank the Indirium! I don't know what's going to happen to you.
Well, of course not. But you can't really go into action until we have a suitable weapon. Our space fleet has
Oh
already
God, you
tried
did
using
too.
conventional weapons against these aliens, atomic cannons, lasers,
Should
and
never
so on,
have
but
served
they've
all
been
that
quite
water
useless.
in those
At the
test
moment,
tubes.
We are in the same condition as the ignorant savage who tries to attack a nuclear tank with a bow and arrow.
Okay. So you're saying there's a chance. Meanwhile, in another movie.
To accelerate the preparation of cargo vessels. At the rate we're going, we'll soon have goods to fill at least 10.
Karen 5, report in.
Check the
Karen
surrounding
4,
area on the
reporting.
monitor to see
Karen
if there's any
5,
activity
what
on
was
the
that?
part of the indigenous troops.
Instruction followed.
The orb is angry.
What's that? I just felt a contact with an alien brain.
Ooh.
A very powerful
Ooh,
one.
it felt ooky.
Strange. It's the first time this happened on this planet.
Ooh. I feel it right there. Was that what he looks like? Whee!
Perhaps I
Woo.
wanted to die because because you were getting too friendly with that speak your weight machine.
Isn't that just like a woman?
Now don't pull that macho stuff with me, you male chauvinist robot.
This is an art film now.
It's just that if you get jealous every time I wink at
Whee!
your calculator...
Who said anything about jealousy? It's a question of robot's dignity.
Have it your way, but let's not argue about
I'm not arguing, you're the one who's arguing.
Careful you don't make those holes too deep. Otherwise, the electromagnetic discharge won't be violent enough.
This is the weirdest scene from Twin Peaks: The Return. It's a space place, a place and space. Space. Space is the place where we put all our thermoses under the ground.
Listen, Tilly, I've written a poem for you. Want to hear it? It's called Passion in a Printed Circuit.
We have discovered Boba. Searching for pants, searching for pants, searching for pants. Can we synthesize pants in this bottle I have? Yes, we choose not to.
Demerol,
Your pants are pregnant.
it has no effect on other failure.
Moomin shots. Time of the Karens. Night of 1,000 Karens.
There's been a reduction in the aliens' activities. They've stopped taking prisoners after Japan. It could mean they've run out of space.
And they've decided to return to their own planet.
Unfortunately, it's a most probable hypothesis, because in all likelihood, they will return in greater force, and we are still defenseless. There's absolutely nothing we can do to stop them.
So we might as well chill.
With their experiments. But they haven't had any positive results.
It's more useless than a
Well, I'm going to take some
see-through
food to the
room
boys
divider.
outside. They must be starving.
Be sure to give them an equal ration.
Oh, no, you know Holly. He'd never dream of accepting preferential treatment over the others.
I was really thinking more of Dirk. Would he accept it?
They certainly know Dirk and Holly well.
Get it through your head, Uncle. Between Dirk and me, it's all over. Jeeves, come and give me a hand.
Assault on the Overlook Hotel. Well, time to go milk the trees.
I think I heard a scream.
I didn't. You probably got an overloaded imagination circuit.
Bob, hurry.
Aye, aye, sir.
Not to me, you fool, to him.
Ah, yes, him. Oui, oui, mon général.
Have you guys gone crazy? If we had the time, I'd haul you before a court-martial. Quiet. Didn't you hear that noise? It sounded like a scream.
Perhaps it was her brain I felt that contact with. But there is no way to tell until she regains consciousness. Go and capture the others.
A stroll in the woods is very romantic, but I wish you'd stroll a little faster. Come on.
Why don't we carve our names on a tree? In a heart?
No, we can't do that because a tree is a living thing, and the law of robotics won't let robots damage living things.
We can only damage each other.
Like the way you hurt me by flirting with that automatic shoe polisher.
Me, with a slot machine? Never.
What's that?
Have these two helped yet?
Tilt, I'm frightened. They must be the aliens.
Cut out your anxiety circuits and keep calm. I'll protect you.
You got a circuit for everything.
Tilt. How rude. They didn't even look at us.
How rude.
There must be some reason. I'll process the data on my probability computer.
We better warn the others.
Don't you want to run that through your probability circuit?
They're here. They're here.
We get it. You do acro
The
yoga.
extraterrestrials.
You don't mean the aliens?
Yes, we just saw them in the woods, coming this way.
Quick, Delta. You better go and warn the others. Tell them Tilly and I are waiting back here.
I'm on my way.
Open fire when I give you the order.
The hero is taking command of the operation.
Forward, men! Fire!
It is time to have firefights. I'll use my camera and refresh on you. Whoa. Oh. Here we go. Doing. Doing.
Advance to the rear! Strategic withdrawal!
Advance to the rear. Oh, yeah.
We're in real trouble, Holly. We can't hold them off very long. Listen, you two. Go and warn the professor.
Okay. Do anything.
Come on, Tilly.
Fall back! Quick, to the house!
To the veranda.
Professor, the alien invaders are overwhelming our defending forces.
You can tell by their wigs.
Hallie wants to know what they should do.
I think you'd better warn Sean and Bridget.
Okay. It's good to keep them busy. Oh, Lord. I think I'm picking up Showtime.
I can feel that presence searching again. And it's not the girl. It's a brain of great intelligence.
The electro bombs.
They'll never make it out of the leafy forest. These aren't doing a damn thing! Okay. Any luck with yours? No. Huh.
Well, the bombs hardly even slow them down.
Doing. Laser bats. Not bad. Now this I can work with.
Hey, you guys.
Would you
I just
cut
found out
that
they're
out?
androids, and androids are nearly invulnerable. Yeah, but with this sword I was able to knock out 8. That means we finally got a weapon we can fight them with.
Everyone take these pills.
It's the only way we're gonna make it to the credits.
It's an interesting device, this sword. I wonder what principle...
Ah, yes, Italy's most famous actor.
Bill, I'm frightened.
Don't worry, darling. They're androids. Didn't you hear? They're only programmed to capture humans. You see, they're not even aware of us. We're perfectly safe.
Don't worry, honey. We started at rock bottom.
There's no trace of life in these bodies. They've auto-destructed. Give the information to Lord Kess.
Yes.
Auto-destructed. Yet I still sense the presence of that other brain. Put a brain lock on her and set her free. She will be our weapon. Return aboard.
We got away with it, Professor Maury. Thanks to Sean and Bridget. With those pills of theirs that made everybody look dead, we fooled them.
They went away because they thought we were dead, but those creatures aren't human. They're androids.
I saw the evidence with my own eyes. One of them broke in two, and he was all filled with gears and wires and electronic stuff.
So they're androids. That means life is relatively rare on their world. Norman has succeeded in getting hold of one of their weapons. I feel sure that if I analyze it, I could make copies of it.
And then we'd have copies of weapons.
And even find a lead to the secret of anti-Inderia. Back to the lab, then, and get on with it.
Right.
Come on, Bridget. I, too, have a little surprise. For the invaders. If it works, it may be the answer to our problems. Now I have to concentrate.
It's the only way he can poo.
Section 1.
All clear, sir.
Section 2.
All clear, sir.
Someone is preventing our liftoff with a telepathic net. It's quite incredible.
I've never
To
seen
find
anything
such a
like
brain
it in the
on a planet
world.
At this stage of evolution. Can't believe it.
And yet I must. Oh, lobes, don't fail me now.
Your capacity is much superior to what mine is. What I don't understand is...
What am I feeling?
But he's probing very profoundly.
He's going deep.
His mental powers are almost frightening. I'm trying to hold on.
Now really sell it, okay? I can feel it.
I did it.
I went number 2.
He's withdrawn.
Was it good for you?
Forst, listen carefully, partner. I have discovered an incredible thing here. One of these Earth people has a mental force similar to ours. After
We
making
really
our
clicked.
collection of samples, I prepared for departure, but a telepathic net is keeping me blocked on the ground.
I'll call it a
Raise his
telnet.
mind and return.
liberty. What an opportunity to dominate the galaxy. If we sold slaves like this, we could destroy our competition and control the entire market.
Yes, but you're forgetting
Well,
that we're
how?
here to make
Analyzing his mental powers.
pharmaceuticals.
I could construct a brain pattern and imprint it on similar brains. As soon as the ships arrive, I'll send you some samples.
All right, go ahead.
Thank you both.
Soon you'll be
That's
cured of
generating
your
units, sir.
rectangularness.
What were our losses?
18 seriously damaged. Considering large number of slaves collected, minimum required reduplicates is 50.
Boink. Android fission. Android budding. Hello, father. World's specialist effect. Hello, father.
Oh, look, Sean. Look at this. There's a new reaction.
Just
Come and see it.
Hold on a second, huh?
Listen,
Oh,
it's
just
important.
hold on a minute.
Look at this. A positive reaction, see? It works at last.
Hot wine is good, turns out.
It's turning into a massive molecule.
It's anti
Wait, it already was.
Right. It's anti-inderium!
Hey, Oompa! Hey, there we go!
That moon reminds me of the time when you and I used to coo like doves the way Tilt and Tilly are doing right now.
That moon's coming in fast.
Okay, forget it.
Hey, I won't say anything.
Who gave you that? Your toy soldier?
That's none of your business.
I have a brain lock.
Oh, the anti-inderium. It's unstable.
Another failure.
We don't have a hope.
You don't give the impression that you're really very worried about all this.
Well, I've got a brain lock, so.
You know something?
Mind if I touch Wicker?
I've never stopped thinking about you in all these years, Irene.
I know.
Let's have a look at the laboratory.
All right, whatever you say.
Huh.
Yes,
For some reason, his moves just aren't working.
That's all in your mind.
You found the correct path, at least.
Sure. The only trouble is, if we can't make the anti-inderium stable, it will kill us.
Keep your chin up, Bridget.
I was so happy. I thought we'd done it at last.
What was all that noise? How's a guy supposed to sleep in this joint?
I see you've been playing with fireworks again.
Without a berry
These flesh and blood creatures certainly go at things the hard way.
You're right. They managed to discover anti-inderium, then start shorting their circuits because they can't make the compound stable.
But any compound can be made stable. Even a pocket calculator knows that.
Why don't we try to do it?
You go ahead. I was never very well programmed in chemistry.
All right, we'll do a quick spectrographic analysis, and then we just have to raise the critical temperature by adding a little pinch of this.
Are you sure it will work?
If not, we'll all go together.
Hey, those two robots, look what they're doing.
Oh, my God! They're going to kill us all!
Hit the dirt! Undercover! Keep your heads down, man.
You see, less than 1% antimony, and the compound has become stable.
Oh, Tilt, you're so clever. I would have tried to do it with the inverse infinity ratio.
Done it. With antimony.
He's found the answer. It doesn't explode.
Tilt is an
The
expensive...
anti-inderium is stable? Splendid work. Now there's a chance for us.
They did it. By God, those
My
goofy
compliment.
robots did it.
Hey, keep your hands to yourself.
That was great work. I'm really proud.
We don't like you just because you raised us back from the
I
dead.
can understand your enthusiasm. It's more than justified. And my compliments to our robot researchers, too.
Well, thanks for validating.
But now we must start to prepare a plan for the destruction of the alien enemy. Before we can accomplish this, we must possess a large quantity of anti-inderium, which Sean and Bridget can synthesize tonight, all ready for Hollywood.
All night long while the rest of us sleep. Isn't
But
that
they'll
right?
arrest me.
They'll give you a medal, I'll bet.
They'll arrest you for being so good at what you do. We have landed the ship. playing music now. There's only one song in the film, and it's this, 'cause it's the last song that humanity has. There they go, those tiny bastards. Thump, 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 thump.
We can't manage to fit out more than 5 space fighters. That's the most our technicians will have time to prepare.
That'll be enough, provided we're able to utilize the surprise factor.
Right now, you'd better get some rest. You'll have to be in top form tomorrow. We'll attack as soon as the ships are fitted out.
Sometimes it's hard to have a brain lock. Boo. Whoa, that shot came from over there.
Good, we can capture him at last.
More slander for the Casio community.
What's happening?
We've got to sound the alarm.
This is like a bad Doctor Who episode, but somehow worse.
Now I remember why we wanted to commit suicide.
Because we were in this film.
Not that I have much faith in your memory anymore.
Anyway, we wanted to commit suicide.
I'll let that
because
slide.
we could never go to sleep.
I knew it. What a silly idea. I've never felt the slightest desire to go to sleep. It's just a waste of time.
No, it isn't. I remember that you wanted to sleep so you could dream about me. And you persuaded me that we should commit suicide because if you couldn't dream about me, your whole life had no meaning.
Wow.
And I wanted to dream about you, that's what...
I'm going back to the base. The attack
These
is set
two
for
are really
tomorrow
making
morning.
their own little Soviet
With
art
only 5
movie, aren't
ships,
they?
it's a hopeless mission.
Lieutenant Carrera, the
We were
aliens
talking
have captured
about
Professor
something.
Maury.
What?
I got sidetracked and forgot to sound the alarm.
Sound the alarm? Why? What's wrong? Tilt just said that the aliens have captured Professor Maury.
And Irene, too. She was acting real funny, like she was hypnotized and just trailing after them.
That's why she didn't want to mech with
Come
me.
on, let's go.
One moment, everyone. What are you going to fight them with? Your fists and your feet?
Your bare
Come to the
thighs.
laboratory and get your weapons. I've traded your old spacesuits with a flexible alloy made of Endurium.
007.
I've also made a number of swords similar to the ones the aliens use, but better. Look at that chest. With these, all you have to do is touch the androids and they'll be irreparably damaged.
You've done a great job, Sean.
You're a credit to your Sean.
Just
No,
like
not
Charles
more of this
Apple.
guy.
When he was just a frail weakling.
What's
that? The hero's death.
I ought to challenge you to a duel for that.
Not a duel.
Come on, make it snappy. We have to hurry.
Could somebody button me up?
Why did you want to start out alone? We should have waited for the others.
Lunar lander from hell.
The aliens are taking the professor aboard their spaceship. We have to do something.
Yeah, we do. Like run away. Tilt, let's get out of here. I'm frightened.
There's nothing to be afraid of. They're not programmed to recognize us. They can't even see us.
Well, this one must have the wrong program. So long.
No, hold on, Tilly. Where are you going? Wait. These robot women.
Hey, am I right? Well. Oh, wrecked. Whoa, he missed. Oh yeah, that one's ineffable.
Help! They got me. I think I'm dying.
The fuck? Little did he know that the second robot was just a hallucination. Oh, yeah.
Tilt, I'll go and look for my uncle. You let these in. Here, take this.
All right, but...
What's happening? Are you all right?
Something's happened to Tilly. I've lost psycho contact with her. Whenever this occurs, all my programs zero out, and I can't move anymore.
Wait here.
I have no choice.
Little codependent. She's gonna take the fire escape.
Uncle.
What are you waiting here for? Why don't we attack?
Calm down. We got here too late. There's no way for us to get inside the ship now. Unless, of course, someone inside opens the hatch.
But Irene's in there. She might be in danger.
Tilly is our only hope. If we manage to reactivate her, she can put us in contact with Tilt.
No.
Now, who knows how to put together a Howard the Duck bot?
There's nothing to worry about. I'll put her right in the flesh.
But why don't we attack right away?
Don't you understand? We have to wait. Didn't you hear?
Of course. Loud and clear.
Okay. I gotta go to the bathroom. Because I had to BR. You know what that means. Buckle up for advertising. I'll be back. Hey, hello. Shall we resume? We shall.
Uncle. Uncle. Wake up, Uncle.
Where are we?
The aliens kidnapped you and brought you to their spaceship. We have to get out of here. Come on.
I don't know if I can make it. How did it ever happen?
I'll explain later. Come on.
Carpeted
You are
spaceship.
connected to android captain of cargo fleet in arrival, Lord.
Yes. Prepare stowage space. You'll probably need accommodation for over 1 million slaves.
Whoa.
Let me know when you're ready to load.
We will follow your orders.
There.
Bill.
That's it.
Bill, where are you?
She worked.
Where are you, Bill?
Let's get her back.
Bill.
There you go.
Good. Come on, everybody. Quick. Irene and the professor are in here. Hurry.
Here we are, Bill. We're coming.
So the instruments show native activity outside
What?
the vessel.
Follow order 24B.
Not order
Destroy natives.
24B.
Use nucleonic ray.
Wait outside, Tilly.
Hurry, everyone.
It's a party on the
Inside,
moon.
quick. Come on, hurry.
Something strange here, sir. The natives seem to have gone now.
Hurry, Uncle.
More
must try
skincare
hard.
than anyone needs.
We have to get to the exit. Come on.
You go ahead, Irene. I can't go any further.
Uncle.
Yes. I've not felt a presence like this since 10 minutes ago.
Can't go on.
Uncle.
Leave me alone, Harry. Go on. He's found me again. The power of his mind is awesome.
It's sick. It's like a heat lamp. Yes. You were
Lord
saying.
Kess, several humans have succeeded in entering our vessel armed with Indirium swords. We need reinforcements.
I'll deal with it at once.
Look out, Uncle.
So those are Indirium swords. That works. Just gonna get changed in here.
Stop. Professor Mori.
Like it feels like it's been one long hallway.
Professor.
Dorn. Aha. Ah. I think this movie might have missed something about what made Star Wars so magical.
Blasted.
This is like if Star Wars was brutally realist in an office building. Sort of executive suite. Clang. What do you say, Priest of Headaches?
We must get out of here.
His own mind powers have rendered him useless.
Hold out much longer.
For a moment, he realized what film he was in. Now, really sell it. Tag.
Professor!
Whoa! It's okay, you can... Oh.
They're pretty delicate, these androids, huh? Let's go before some more arrive.
More like dandroids.
Who? Professor Mori. You're safe, thank goodness. But where's Irene?
Turn off your iridium swords, please.
See if you can get her out. I just can't manage it.
Poor deluded fools. I'll teach you to rebel against your new master. You will all die in atrocious agony.
I can feel that mind again. Do what you
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Get away.
Get him out of here, quick.
Oh, it's hot. It's suddenly very hot. The heat is on. The floor is lava.
The temperature's rising rapidly.
Quick, head for the door, everyone, or we'll all be burned alive. Retreat!
Death by HVAC.
Together again, Tilt.
Yeah, those robots come out ahead no matter what happens, really. Say.
Irene! Irene!
You thinking what I'm thinking? Are you thinking what he's thinking? Am I thinking what you're thinking?
Irene! Can you hear me?
Yes, but I don't want to.
Irene, do you feel my mind?
Can I feel your mind?
I can sense that you do. Now relax. Drive all thought from your mind. Concentrate.
Really detach from the situation, Irene.
Because if we unite our mental energy, we may be able to open the door. The controls here operate on telepathic command. Think strongly along with me. Open.
Open. Really flex it, Irene.
Open.
Okay, I'll open. Hey.
Quick, they're getting ready to lift off. They've started the reactors.
Irene and I will go back to the laboratory. Perhaps we can be of some use there. Come along. Tilt and Tilly, come with us.
Let's go. She's gonna lift off. Where's Norman? Hey, get away from the ship.
Whoa. Yeah, you don't want to be there when the reactors go.
Sure did.
Sure, whatever, man. Off to another soundstage, I guess.
Look at her go.
She's say.
Huge. Gigantic.
Check out that undercarriage.
Quick, we gotta go after her and the fighters. To the base.
She, her.
Commander, our hyper radar is signaling the approach of a fleet of alien vessels.
Okay, but what about the normal
radar?
radar?
Their course, and they are heading for a rendezvous with a flying saucer.
Did you hear that, Flanagan? There are
Rendezvous.
more aliens. Let's get the first bunch now. We'll get rid of them before their friends come and help.
Let's just keep that take. Whoa! Engage brutalist architecture.
Halt! I'm Lieutenant Carrera. I order you to let us pass. My men and I have to launch a fighter attack at once on the alien vessel.
And I order you to follow me. You're under arrest.
Arrest? Not before I speak with Commander Barr.
Impossible. At the moment, Commander Barr is on a mission.
How dare Commander Barr? And how dare you, the messenger? Whee! Oh, come on. Well, at least he makes the movie interesting, right? At least interestinger.
I have 16 cargo vessels with me. There are native fighters on our screens. I'm awaiting your
The screen is blue and the orb is red.
There are just two, and they can't be dangerous.
The orb is really just a
The planet is
ring
an L2. They're only barbarians. They have no weapons against Indirium.
They are simply barbarians.
Destroy them.
Space.
Flanagan, the anti-Indirium doesn't help us at all. They're traveling at such a high velocity.
Our shots don't even reach them.
What do you think we should do now, Commander?
They're traveling faster than our bullets?
I'll try one more attack. If it fails, we'll go back to base.
Okay.
Matrix for attack outline 1820. Attack potential 2.
Very good, sir.
Now, would you like a side of beef with your attack?
Look out, Commander. You've got one on your tail.
What? I can't see a damn thing in this space. Whoa.
Destroy it.
Yes, sir.
Bar's been hit.
They're just spamming those things.
Flanagan and Barr have been hit. Now, it's up to us.
To not get hit, you hear
Let
me?
me go ahead, Dirk. I want to avenge my commander.
Do not dirk gently into that good night.
Okay, go ahead.
Sure.
It's suicide, Dirk. We'll never manage to do it. Their velocity is superior to ours.
Sounding a lot like a robot right now, chum. Dare you face the flying V?
We must do something to help them, or they don't have a chance.
Of course, there's one way I might help out. All of the aliens are concentrated in Sector M. If I could get my concentration back again, I think I could manage to interfere with their power drives and slow down their propulsor engines, putting our fleet on an equal footing with the aliens, but only for a minute.
Okay, but you'll have to roll a 15. Did you hear that? Every time I think, it sounds like a woman screaming.
There they are, straight ahead. Attention, please. This is base calling. You can get at the enemy now. Professor Mari.
Wad Wizard ZOL says, can't wait to see his finished board game prototype. I know, he's been working on that all show. Yeah, Broodweiser, how's it going? Thanks for writing. And yes, Daddy Dagoth, I do think this is better than Star Wars. Ooh, we got one. 10 points.
Sean, Bridget, there's another formation of
Steve,
natives on your
Dave.
tail. Holly, there are 2 more beside you.
You mean in addition to me or next to me? Because that's
I got
important.
their range. I'm right on top of them. They're all mine.
No, wait, that one's Voyager.
Look out! You're going too far!
You got to make the moment last. No.
You missed it. Look out, he's gonna get you.
Thanks for narrating, because...
There's another closing in on you, Sean.
By God, those are classic Tupperware lids.
Where is he? I can't locate him, Bridget.
Don't you worry, I'll take care of this.
Use the Schwartz.
I got him, Sean. You see that?
No,
Look
but
out, everyone.
I'll take your
There
word
are more
for it.
coming.
That's exactly what it looked like last time.
Watch out you don't hit the craft with the prisoners.
What
We'll
I
have
what
to
did
try
they
to
do?
force it to land. Holly, be careful. There's one after you.
Yeah.
I'll force you to land, you bastards.
We must retreat.
Electric Light
We only
Orchestra
have 2
down, sir.
craft left. Sacrifice them. Crash dive into those native fighters.
Just blow up everything we have.
Look out, Holly. There are 2 of them homing in on you.
I've been hit.
I can't believe it.
Holly here. I've been hit. They're following me.
Hold tight, Holly. I'm on my way.
They're creeping.
Even in the great days of Hollywood, no movie star ever died so heroically.
Oh, he's supposed to look like the one guy. Yeah, okay. Pencil mustache man.
Sean, Bridget, they're all yours. Okay, Dirk. We'll follow them.
R.I.P. Holly.
Sean, they're outdistancing us. We'll have to increase velocity.
To where? Where are we going? What are they doing? Sounds like one of those corporate buildings you walk past in the winter. Great.
Sean, Bridget, I've eliminated the remaining saucers here, but I don't see you on the radar. Where are you? We're right on his tail, Dirk. We won't give up if he goes to the end of the universe.
I've destroyed the universe. Is that okay? Well, gee, that sure was exciting, huh? Ooh. I'll just walk this way then.
You survived.
Yes, but I'm Bob Newhart now.
Yeah.
This is not Sigourney Weaver's first time in space.
You're alive.
Am I?
Yeah.
You could say that.
Listen,
Don't try it.
What?
Don't try it.
You're right. I learned everything about that from my own.
She's got the high ground.
Oh, Irene. I couldn't hypnotize you. Honest.
I can't hypnotize you. Okay. Mustache Cam engage. Doink.
I finally remembered why we wanted to commit suicide.
Really, Tilt?
Yes, because you could never prove your love by going all the way with me.
That's right. Now I remember too. But what do we do now? Commit suicide again?
But there's no need. I can make some little design changes, adjust a few details, and you can prove your love like any other people.
A few more digits, a few more widgets.
Lord Kiss of Cobor is offering Sol 3 today.
I mean...
I hardly need say that this is a remarkable opportunity. A planet teeming with every sort of life. Animal life, plant life, and
fungus
human life. Slaves of every color. 10 billion slaves, all strong and healthy. Like these two samples Kiss
They're
of
very
Cobor
open-minded,
has
I
brought
guess.
along with him.
100 million credits.
200 million.
Some humans with full pants,
My
some
lord,
humans
this
with
planet
only
is
partial
unique.
pants.
Therefore, the starting price is 300 million credits.
So this
It's
is
worth
where the
more than
elves
that.
went.
Over 10 billion human slaves just waiting until they're captured.
600 million credits.
600 million credits. Lord Gar of Torquil has made a generous offer.
Ming the Merciless, will you do
I can see that
700,000
it's
credits?
I hope you enjoy it. You get 50% into Swindon.
I was not expecting an
What can you
auction
do
scene.
with all that money?
The agreement was 50% plus the prisoners. As for all that money,
I think I'd like to get a nice little planet of our own.
Ladies and gentlemen, the offer.
The what? Not the song. What? Wait. Did Earth just get sold again? Boom Swinger. Julian Porter swings a mean boom. Soft Furnishings by Alfred Springs. Shoes by Charles Smith. Furniture by Iconos. Kodak film. Reluctantly. That's it. That's it. Meow 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 meow. Even that movie must end. Well, that was incredible. That was Star Odyssey, parentheses, Italian Star Wars from 1979. I think it just goes to show you that even if you take every individual aspect of Star Wars and mush it together into a horrible porridge, it's not good. It's not as good. It's not good. Oh, boy. Oh, what is this I see here? It says it's one of 4 low-budget Italian science fiction movies produced in the wake of Star Wars by Italian director Alfonso Brescia. Wow. So there's 3 more. Well, that was a hell of a thing. I really like the arc that the little robot people made, where they couldn't remember why they had done a suicide pact, and then they realized that it was because they couldn't dong, and then the guy was like, "You should have asked!" Wow. I'm glad that we left that particular story at that juncture. The one guy really seemed to enjoy being in this film, the one who's always jumping and flipping and stuff. The one who is like always telling his friends that he did acro and stuff. God, what else did we watch? The army of Karens being destroyed by their own iridium blades. The old Uncle Fester and Lizard Vader, who like most of what they did was sort of oversell and undersell their own psychic difficulties. Anyway, it's been a hell of a night. Thank you all for joining again. This has been blind riffing some movies, having a good time, and just generally chilling out. I like to do these public domain films, and my goal is just to build up a body of shows that people can watch again whenever they want to. I still don't have a schedule where I do these. It mostly works for me to just do them whenever, which is hard to, you know, build a following, but we'll see. We'll see. If there is a schedule that were to occur, it'd probably be on the weekends, or possibly Thursday at 8 o'clock Pacific, 8 p.m. Pacific. But yeah, we'll see. Anyway, thanks again for watching, and don't let the Iridium Blade hit you on the way out of the Astro Gate. Peace.